Midweek Q&A. This is a video series where I answer your questions that I find in the comments, or maybe a question that someone asked me in person, and we just kind of talk through some things. This is an informal video. There's going to be less editing, a lot more talking, but that's okay. This is good to just kind of relax a little bit, answer some questions. And so if you do have any questions that I don't talk about today, please leave it in the comments, but we'll go straight into the questions. The first one has to do with the DD500. So I made a video recently talking through how I made a tape delay, or a stereo tape delay. Well, it was mono and then it was stereo. You should go watch that video. But I saw a comment asking what version of DD500 I had. And I'll be honest, I didn't even know there were different versions. So that question kind of taught me something. I did some research into that. But yeah, the Boss DD500 and the RV500, and I'm sure the MD500, which is their modulation pedal, I'm sure if you have that, it also has this functionality, but it has different versions that you can upgrade the pedal as new upgrades come out, which is something super cool. I didn't know that was a thing. I thought you just buy the pedal once and it's as it is for the rest of its life. But no, I was able to update my pedals. So the DD500, it was in version 1 point something, but I bought it many years ago, and since then they've come out with a version 2. So I updated my DD500 to version 2, and now it looks more similar to the RV500 because I bought the RV500 not too long ago. So the RV500 was pretty much up to date. There was like a couple bug fixes that I could have made, so I went ahead and updated the RV500 as well. But switching over to the newest version of the DD500 is actually a great thing because now I can see both A and B patches on the same screen at the same time, just like you can with the RV500. So that was a really cool thing, and my pedal board's down here, so I'm going to be looking at it. But it's really great, and I don't know. And oh, there's also some additional parameters that I was not aware of. So as I looked back at the tape delays that I made, there was an addition of a parameter called wow and flutter, which it has to do with modulation, and it was kind of cool to play around with. But anyway, there was just some other parameters that were really interesting, you know, things I didn't know about. So if you want more information on how to keep these up to date, or to find out how to check which version you're on, there's a website, you know, boss.com, I guess, Boss Info. They have a website that I'll link it down in the description, but it tells you how to check your current version, the update history, and all this stuff. And then there's, towards the bottom, you can download an update file, and it's really easy. You just connect your pedal to your computer with a USB, and you can just copy this file over to the, I don't know what it is, but you can copy it over to the pedal once you plug it in, and it's super easy. You just hit a couple buttons and this walks you through everything. So definitely make sure you update your pedal. Another question that I got asked a couple times lately is which impulse responses do I use, and I know in the past I've said the David Hislop impulse responses, but I just want to get more exact with y'all. So here I'm on David Hislop's website, and if you scroll down, keep scrolling, there's the green, blue, silver pack. So this is what I bought. It was 30 bucks. I think it might have been on sale even when I bought it. It might have been cheaper, I'm not sure, but it's 30 bucks right now, and it gives you so many different, like these different speaker cabinets. Yeah, these are just speakers that are in Vox amps. So I'm a big Vox fan. I used an AC15 before I bought the Iridium, so I just like the Vox sound, like the chiminess of it. Before I downloaded these IRs, I used the chime setting on the Iridium. It was my favorite, which is that Vox sound. And especially with my Gretsch guitar that I play, it has those humbuckers in it. It's a really dark and warm hollow body guitar. So the brightness of the chime and the Vox amps and all that stuff, I felt like they went really good together. So anyway, I bought the green, blue, silver pack, and more specifically, I used the DH 2x12 green 545 121, 7030 mix. This is just saying it's the greenback speaker, and with these microphones mixed at 7030. And then the blue speaker with these microphones mixed 50-50. And all of those are found here. So anyway, these are all the files that I downloaded from the website, from the green, blue, silver pack, or whatever it was. Green, blue, silver pack. And I really just stick to this combination. I mean, all of these sound good. It really doesn't matter which combination you go for. I just went for these. I wanted different speakers at different microphone mixes. I don't know. I just thought it sounded good. Okay, and then the last question I'll talk about in this video is, can you use an amp after the Iridium? I've told people no in the past. It just didn't make sense to me. There's an amp and a cab in the Iridium. How could you use an amp and a cab after the Iridium? Well, I found out this week, or yesterday, that you can bypass the speaker cabinet in the Iridium, then go out from the Iridium into a normal tube amp. So like I have a Vox AC15, and I was able to bypass the cabinet in the Iridium, run out of the mono channel into my AC15. Now, how you do that is kind of there's a trick to it. So let me show you. I'm gonna go over to my phone camera and I'll walk you through how to do it. So here we are at the Iridium. So this is a super simple process if you want to bypass the speaker cabinet and then run directly into something like an AC15 or a tube amp. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your power cable, make sure it's unplugged, hold down the on button, and then plug the power cable in. So the lights are gonna flash 3 times, and then the favorite side is gonna light up a certain color. So if it is red, this means that the Iridium is fully active. Both the amp and the cab simulators are going to work. You're not bypassing anything. If you want to change it to a different color, you're gonna move the drive knob. Whenever it turns this amber or orange color, that means you are bypassing the speaker cabinet. And if it turns to the green color, you're bypassing the amp. So if you want to bypass the speaker cab, you move it to the amber/orange color. You hit favorite, and it's gonna flash 3 times green. Now you can turn the pedal on. This light is now orange rather than red, which is what it's normally red. If you turn your favorite on, that's still gonna be red. You can kind of ignore that. This is the light that matters. So this is orange, this is red. A little hard to tell the difference here on camera, but in person, there's an obvious distinction. So out of my Iridium, we're running into the AC15, and I can turn it on, and if I had my guitar in my hand, this would be making noise, and it works great. I'll also link this webpage in the description below, so it gives you, just directions on how to bypass the cabinet. You can bypass the amp as well. I've never done that. I don't really know how to test that, so I can't speak to that. But I have bypassed the cab, and it sounds great. And in doing that, I'm basically using the Iridium as a preamp, which is so cool. Did not know you could do that, and it really helps now. If I want to listen through a big loudspeaker at home, I can just plug the Iridium into my tube amp. Okay, so that's everything for this week's midweek Q&A. I know that was a pretty quick video, but my goal in doing this is to help out people that are in my position. Maybe you're just starting out playing guitar. I've been playing guitar for a long time, and so I kind of know all the challenges that we go through in order to get to a more professional level. So I want to help people, and so if you have any questions about playing guitar at church or the kinds of gear to use or anything like that, leave it in the comments of my videos, and I'll be sure to get back to you, whether that's responding to your comment or including it in a midweek Q&A. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a great week. See you later.